So here we have Jess Philips being an absolute moron as always. She's going to state that it's that people are racist still because they still blame Pakistani Muslims for all the rape gangs, when it is an actual fact. You can't argue with the data. And let's please make it clear, not all Pakistani men are rapists, not all white people are angels, and they should, any of them, colour, creed or religion that touch a child, should get the death penalty, if not lifetime in jail. So let's listen to this moron that last week didn't want the rape gang inquiry because she said there was no need because there was no evidence, even though all the children being raped was the evidence.
Some people think that all people of Pakistani origin are abusers.
No one thinks that other than morons like you.
And some people think that none of them are.
Only morons like you.
Thinking has got us nowhere.
Thinking's never got you anywhere because you've got an IQ of a peanut, love.
Baroness Kate, what the ICSA recommendation was that we needed better ethnicity data. We still don't have it.
Because you kept calling anyone that asked for it a racist and far right.
What Baroness Casey has recommended, which we will undertake, is the mandatory recording of ethnicity of perpetrators of child sexual abuse. The
ethnicity of anyone committing a crime should be taken.
What she has looked at, admittedly, just in 3 police force areas in the review, found an overrepresentation of Asian or British Pakistani origin males. It doesn't matter how I feel about that. Those are the facts. And
you'd like to cover it up because in your district, without the Muslim vote, you're gone next time.
If we ignore that, how can we ever come up with solutions?
It feels like
you haven't come up with solutions.
Misogyny.
Of course.
And now it's misogyny because it's men, even though I think it was saying like 70% or 80% of men wanted these people prosecuted.
They're all men, aren't they? That's the other characteristic that all.
She just hates men because men don't like her.
And this belief that
not because she's a woman, because she's retarded. Let's be honest about it.
The girls were, the children were worthless.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, I think that sometimes in the debate about the ethnicity, which it has been, it's not.
There's no debates about the ethnicity.
That's not new news. This has been written in many reviews over the years. It's just.
And she called them racist for writing them reviews and said they was Islamophobic.
Nothing has ever been done about it to improve the data. We will do that. But what often gets lost for me is actually the way we dismiss women's and especially young girls' voices. Treat them as if they're criminals. Treat them as if they're,
Last week, remember, she didn't want this inquiry.
That existed for far too long. And one of the things that we will do off the back of this report
is quick because you're useless.
Trained to do anyway, is get rid of the convictions for anyone under 18 who was accused of being a prostitute. These are children. Some people think that all.
If they've been prosecuted for it, the children, the girls, find out who prosecuted them and take their jobs because they're not competent to do the jobs. But Labour won't because they're too much of a cowards. Jess Philips is one of the worst MPs ever to be in the House of Lords. And to be honest, 99% of them need to go. 70% have been complicit in these actions of these rape gangs.